Hey guys, welcome back to RV Barndominium. Well, spring has sprung out here. It is almost time to really get the garden going, and we've already got problem number one. We have some kind of a critter that is eating the early crop. Early crops for us, we put out broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage, along with onions and potatoes. Those have been fine, but the broccoli and the cauliflower, something seems to be wanting to eat it. So as you can tell here, they have been gnawing it down to the ground. We have tried to put netting over it. We put some netting, and that seems to have stopped them a little bit here, but we need something more permanent. We also have a problem that the deer in the back seem to like to eat the grape leaves, and they'll just eat every leaf off the grapevine. So we got to stop that too. So we kind of knew it was coming. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an electric fence around the garden. It's a solar power charger that I didn't bring with me. But so we're going to go all the way around the garden and the grape area with the fencing. And as you can see here, yesterday I built us an entryway just out of some 2x10s, nothing tremendous. Put a little light on there just for pizzazz. We're going to hang a couple baskets on the sides, and we're thinking that in the hanging baskets we're going to put strawberries. Since it's a garden, we'll put strawberries on those. But yeah, I'm going to get some pallets. Probably, and what we're going to do is, and then I'll just make a makeshift gate there out of wood and throw some stain on it. Just some of the things about the electric fence. Generally speaking, we're using T-posts that we already have, and I purchased clips that clip onto the T-posts. That is for electric fencing. We also have the nail-in kind of clips that goes onto the wood post or any item that is wood. You nail those electric insulators on there for the electrical wiring. And then we have some intermittent poles they're very inexpensive. They're only about $2.50 a piece, and those fill in the middle to keep the sag out of them. And right now we got about 20 of those, but I need about 5 or 8 more. I'll have to give it a count and see how many more of those I need. But the entryway, I didn't want to make it permanent. I wanted, because we're going to be taking it out when we go to retail and everything, so I was trying to figure out how to do that. It's just held on, the top is just held on with a few screws, nothing extravagant, but I use these post support bases that I got at Menards. You hammer them into the ground. These are 2 foot for 4x4s, and they are extremely sturdy in the ground. And then you just slide your 4x4s in it. So the 4x4s will come out real easy, and then we'll wiggle them, or if we have to, we'll use the bucket on the tractor or the backhoe to pull those back out. I think you can just knock them around a little bit and they'll come back out of the ground. So that's how we're holding the posts in the ground. And then the charger for the solar system is solar powered. Right now it's charging. I think it's up on the picnic table right now. You got to charge it for a couple days before you set it out. And that will mount to the side of the post also. It has a mount for the side of the post. And we'll put it on there. I'll probably mount it up later today also. And that uses solar to charge the electric fence, so because we do not have electricity over on this side of the farm. Wiring, I think we're going to go with the wiring. I purchased this also. I got this at Tractor Supply. This is called it just says it's called electric fence wire, but it's basically a type of almost like rope, but it is for electrical fencing. And as you can see, it's high visibility, so we don't run into it. Also, it's a visual deterrent. And that is what I'll be wrapping around the fence posts, all the way around the garden, I mean, to make our barrier. And I think I've got enough posts up now that that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to go around and start wrapping this wire. And yeah, it's fixing to be a electrified garden fence. Keep them critters out.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only a day.
Tony's putting up the electric fence. He's getting it ready. Yeah, so he built the entryway yesterday. We have had some little nibblers on mainly our cauliflower. They like the foliage and the greenery on the cauliflower for some reason. They have touched the broccoli a little bit. The cabbage they pretty much left alone. So it's everything with the net on it over there. And I have some hangers I'm going to go ahead and hang. Tony put those little hanging bolts up there, so I'm gonna go ahead and hang my planters and get those ready. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put herbs in those or flowers, but we'll see. But yeah, everything's coming along nice. We've got a good row of potatoes going. All of them came up very healthy. And our onions. And then in these buckets are just some trees that I got for free for Earth Day. Here's two more over here. There's persimmon, white oak, some kind of butter bush. I'm not sure what that is. And also I got, what was the other one I got? Yeah, the other one I got was a Norway spruce. And then in this section over there is just all flowers. Pollinators. That's what we call them. Yeah, so everything's looking good. Now we did decide not to add viney plants this year, like cucumbers and squash and zucchini, because last year the squash bugs were just too bad, so we're going to give it a break this year. Now we will have watermelon. They didn't really bother the watermelon too much, so we're going to go ahead and have that again this year, because we did have a gangbuster crop last year with like 30 something watermelons. All right, well, you all take care. Hope you have a garden going. It's a fun pastime, and you get to reap the rewards when it comes to supper time. You all have a good day. All right, I added my baskets. I am going to add a smaller S-hook. The one I have is too large, and it was almost touching that wire there. So I'm going to go ahead and get a smaller one. But yeah, that's what it's going to look like. And Tony said he likes them at that height, so I guess I won't get a smaller S-hook. I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah. It's so pretty today. All right, I figured I'd show you the greenhouse area. We do have our water system that's on a timer. This is our asparagus. It's only in April and it's already sprouting out with seeds. We didn't have enough to harvest, so we just let it go ahead and go to seeds. Our strawberries are gangbusters this year too. And I have some more inside. This is garlic. We planted it last fall. We've tried to plant it in the spring and it didn't do very well. Your best bet is to plant it in the fall. It's doing very well this year. Some more strawberries there. Some tomatoes in those buckets. That's one of the trees that I got for free. And then our lettuce, look at that. Our lettuce is doing really good in here. And then we have some tomatoes that were bought at the store by my daughter and her husband. My peas I planted, they look good. We got the watermelon. Those actually were seeds from last year. More strawberries. There's two more watermelon. Tomatoes. Some of these look a little burnt on the top because we left them under the UV lights too long, but hopefully they'll recuperate. Carrots are doing well. And then I'm not sure, the chives look a little, yeah, I'm not sure they've come up yet. I think that's mostly weeds. And then the dill is doing great. So yeah, the greenhouse is a nice asset to the garden.
Putting these insulators on is really easy. I skipped 4. I put the back hook in the back. Just kind of pull it out. That snaps around and then you just push back. And it's on. Do another. 3, 4, back. Click it around, snap forward, and it's on. It's that easy.
So this is our garden after a couple months. Look at this onion. That's the top of it.
Yeah, it's got two big ones over there.
Yeah, over there. Everything's looking good.
The potatoes are turning yellow, so they're probably getting ready to die off and ready to pick.
Yep.
Round two will go in, same with the